Charles James Kirk. I first heard of this guy, who everyone knew as Charlie, from my youngest son. Youngest son, Nick, who is not really politically involved, several years ago, showed me this thing on social media where this guy is sitting at a table. Reminded me a lot of the Peanuts cartoon character Lucy, like giving the psychiatric advice at the little table or little booth. And he'd just be sitting there and say, "Prove me wrong." What's that? And it really caught my attention because Nick was paying attention to it. Nick was a young man, and Charlie was using social media in a way that reached far more people than I have ever reached in my entire career. He knew how to do it. And just saying, "Prove me wrong." Well, the guy had incredible courage to just walk into any intellectual lion's den and with a smile on his face say, "Prove me wrong." And then have a civil debate that was just incredible. And anybody had a chance to do it. Some people agreed with him. A lot of people were just vehemently opposed. But he gave them that opportunity and then captured it on social media. And he was successful time after time after time. When you look back at America since the 1960s, 1960s, I was a little kid. In 1963, John F. Kennedy was assassinated. I remember walking to school and seeing the flag at half-staff, and I remember everybody being so upset. But John F. Kennedy was a truth teller, and he had exposed the fact that the President of the United States did not back an invasion of a foreign country, and the CIA did it anyway. Wow. Talk about deep state. And then Robert Kennedy, taking on the mob, taking on everyone, who was doing horrible things in our country. Another truth teller, shot in Chicago. 1960, was it 68 or 69? Pardon? Oh, Los Angeles, I'm sorry, Los Angeles. Shot in that kitchen. And then RFK Jr. telling the truth, about the evils of environmental offenders. And having something happen to him that has happened time after time after time, where if the truth is told and it offends powerful people with a lot of money, and they can't argue with you, they decide to destroy you. And the media has often been complicit because, hey, they buy advertising, these powerful people. People couldn't out-argue Charlie very easily. So they decided, well, we have to destroy this guy. We'll call him names. We'll call him a fascist. We'll call him a Nazi. And I tell you what, if you have a bridge full of Illinois Nazis like they did in the Blues Brothers movie, I'm with you. Run them off the bridge. But this business of calling each other fascists and Nazis, it just doesn't hold water. And for our American media to be complicit in this, and our political hacks to be complicit in this, it's just beyond the pale. It has no place. I agree with Leader Antonio completely on this, and our leadership in the House and the Senate. It has no place. 31 years old, a beautiful wife, 2 young children. And the evil and the cowardice that it takes to be an assassin is beyond my imagination. There cannot be anyone on the face of the earth more cowardly than an assassin, Because an assassin doesn't walk up and give you a fair fight. An assassin hides and snipes, or jumps out and stabs or shoots, giving the victim no chance. His offense was being a great American who loved his country. Charlie, very unexpectedly, and I say this unexpectedly because my wife and I we happened to be out in Indiana when this happened. We were at Indiana State Park up there, Indiana Dunes State Park, and we saw this, and I thought, what? Why would anybody shoot Charlie Kirk? That's crazy. It can't be true. And it was. But why would anybody shoot John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, Martin Luther King? Why would this happen? Charlie, unexpectedly, in just a twinkling of an eye, passed from this earth into the arms of his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I can only pray for comfort for his wife and his children. And I can only pray that Charlie is indeed where he expected to be, and that a greater purpose will somehow be served. And Mr. President, I most respectfully ask for this august body to stand and have a moment of silence for this great American.